championship game.
John, you've had a lot of these, but if you can, what's your favorite March Madness moment?
You know, there's so many, it's tough to differentiate between all of them, but we've never had one like we had against Houston.
Michigan's going to have a chance. It all comes down to 3.6 now. They trail by 2.
We think we got a slight chance of winning. It was a highlight right out of an all-time great NCAA tournament games.
He rifles it right in front of us to Abdul Rahman at midcourt. Extra pass. And it goes for the win! The three-pointer by Jordan Poole. A freshman has won it for the Wolverines.
I just stood there. I didn't even know what to do. And then to watch how our kids react, now that's the good stuff.
What's that like to have that swing of emotion that, you know, it looks to the naked eye like you could be dead in the water,
Yeah.
and then suddenly, bam, you have one of the iconic shots in the sport?
Andy, I kept talking myself into it. You know, we deserve that because there's been several times, whether I was at West Virginia, even the year a couple of years before against Kentucky, where they made shots like that knocked us out. And so now it was like, all right, we deserve this one time. It's okay, because you feel guilty because Houston just played such a great game, and it was such a lucky shot, and you feel a little guilty for a second. And then you get over the guilt, and you said, it's okay for it to happen to us because it's happening to our players.
What's it like to play for the national championship?
You know, this is hard to believe, but it actually sneaks up on you. It actually sneaks up on you because you're just in this survival mode all the way through the season, and then you get in the NCAA tournament, and there's so much goes into winning every game, and then all of a sudden you're going, and that week is a blur. Then if you win that semifinal game, it's really a blur. I thought we handled it better this time than last time as far as knowing what to do, but Villanova was just so good.
The Nova Nation has another national championship.
I think they were as good as any national championship's been for a long time. And I'm not going to allow myself to get down on it because we gave the kids a great experience, but I'd like to try and do it again.
You know, for the last 6 years, I mean, you've been right there, 2 national championship games. When you came to Michigan, how clear was it to you that all that was plausible?
Boy, I didn't see that coming. I thought that they hadn't been to the NCAA tournament in 11 years. So the whole idea was, how can we get back to the NCAA tournament? And then let it sort of happen from there. But there was no goal, hey, we got to get Michigan back to the Final Four. It was, we got to get Michigan to be competitive in the Big Ten, and we got to get into the NCAA tournament again. And that's the goal. And, you know, we did it in the second year, and the third year was a bad year, and then all of a sudden we were picked 11th. We were coming to media day in the Big Ten, and I told my wife driving out the driveway, this is probably my last Big Ten media day. It's year 4, and we're picked last. And now in the last, 7 years have been just magical. With any of the young players we've had, they probably thought I was crazy sometime in their early years. Charles Matthews even said to me, some of the stuff you did seemed corny when I first got here, right? And Xavier Simpson at the same time. Xavier Simpson really, as a freshman, had trouble getting some of these concepts and these ideas. I look at them, and right now in practices, I have to wait for my turn to speak because, you know, Xavier's got Dave DeJulius, and he's over telling him what I told Xavier 2 years ago. It's beautiful to watch that leadership grow.
What makes March Madness the greatest sporting event in the American calendar?
Everything's, it's do or die. And magical things can happen because of those things. There's just this unity at every school that is just really a tremendous, it's magical. It's a fairy tale when kids go and be able to realize their dreams.